Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever worked for someone that made you feel small, that made you feel uncomfortable, that drains you, that are clearly stellar, that puts some fear in you? Have you ever worked for someone like that? Or have you ever worked for someone that made you feel like you are in the right path, in the right world, made you feel so comfortable, that made you feel like you are on mountains? Have you ever worked for that kind of person? That's the difference. And it's not all about the title, it's not all about the position, it's not all about all that. It's all about how you feel. It's all about who you're becoming. It's all about who you are about to become. And today, we are going to talk about the difference between a boss and a leader. And by the end of this video, you will learn and know the particular position, the particular place you are placing yourself into, or the place you are trying to become. Stay with me. Let's get into the matter. Welcome back. If you are new here, this channel is all about leadership. It's all about wealth, which brings your business together, brings you how you grow your business, how you will financially have more money in your business, and finally, mindset, which brings the best version of you in the business or in your mindset. Now, before I get into it, I want you to think the great leaders that you have encountered with. Maybe a parent, maybe a coach, maybe a mentor, maybe it's just anyone in your mind. How the great leaders that you have encountered with. And I guarantee you, it's not all about their position or their authority, it's how they made you feel. Now, let's talk about the worst bosses who are clearly stellar, who made you feel so fear, like who put that fear in you always whenever you come to them to explain the problem going on in in the market or in the company or in the business. They put power over leadership. And that confusion, that mistake is getting all the workshop to be broken. It's getting all the talented people to quit easily. It's getting all the companies to fail easily. But let's fix this. Let's go deep. Five difference between a boss and a leader. And by the end of this video, you will know more deeper the difference of the two. Let's get into it. Point one: authority versus influence. Bosses uses authority over anything. They will be like, I am in charge. You need to do what I asked you to do. You need to work so hard for you to impress me. You will need to do this. You need to do that. And it works. It works for people because they do that particular thing. But will I tell you that they work the minimum thing they're supposed to do? They didn't do the main work because that is what they are ordered for. But when it comes to leaders uses influence. Their presence says it all. They don't need to tell you if they have money. They don't need to tell you if they have power. They don't need to tell you if they have title. The presence says it all. So when it comes to leadership, they go with influence because their influence shakes everywhere. Their influence changes everything. They are out there to move. They are out there to change the world, not just to command and give some unnecessary things to people, giving them more unnecessary things to do, or stealing their credits, or stealing their money, or even putting some fear into them. That's not their work. That's not their work. Number two is fear versus trust. When it comes to bosses, they uses fear. People go through a lot when they are working for bosses. They go through a lot. They drains them. They make them have this fear in them that they don't deserve more. They are too small in this particular situation. But when it comes to leaders, they go with trust. But mind you, when it comes to bosses, they've after giving fear and all that, after giving fear, that will push their team workers, their workers, their co-workers to stop giving him or her the problem that is going on in the company. This is the particular thing bosses don't understand. When you are giving someone fear, you think he is obedient and everything, but you are removing dishonesty and trusting and also making your business to be going down, because when they see something that is going to bring your business down, they will even love it because you always make them be scared. So they will love it for you to be scared too and cry as a boss you are. But when it comes to leaders follows with trust. They are all about trust. That is why people follow them not just because they have to, but because they want to. When it comes to leaders, they move with trust. They go with trust because people always come to them. Why? They are always the ones that are the final say. They are always the ones that will take the action. Even though when the business are going down, they are always confident and putting that action towards themselves to go more further in their business. Point 3, blame and accountability. Bosses always blames on his or her co-workers, the teams and everything. Why the business is not going well, why the business is failing, they are losing their clients, they are this, they are that. He or she always blames the workers. He always blames the team over what is happening in the in the company. Instead of thinking of how to fix the problem, they always blames on their co-workers, on their workers, on their teams, on everywhere, because they are failing. They are losing some money. They are losing their clients. The client they are having before is no longer there. Even their customers, if it is ordinary market, they are losing some customers. He or she, as a boss, always blames the workers because they feel like the workers are the only way business is really running down. But when it comes to leaders always take accountability. Leaders don't blame others, they take action. Leaders always sit with the teams to know what next to do with the business, to know how to tackle the problem, to know how to solve the problem. They don't just start blaming everybody, start, trying to make everybody feel so drained or uncomfortable because they are the ones that caused the problem. No, they always take the accountability over everything, both how the business is running down, both how the money is going down, both how the clients are going down, everything. They take their accountability over everything. And when it comes to leaders, they put themselves first. Leaders go first. They don't wait for anybody. That is why I said in my previous video that leaders are always the ones that don't take permission to take action. They always take action and put themselves first because they are the only one that people are looking up to. They are the only one that can raise the others. They are the only one that can take action even when others are weak. Point 4, fixed mindset versus growth mindset. When it comes to bosses, they always go for fixed mindset because they feel like when they fix this particular thing, it is all done. It is all done. They will not go there to know whether if it is growing, if it is generating some money, if it is calling some clients. They just want to be like they they have fixed the problem already, so you can You can go. All the workers should start working. They don't care. They don't really care. Only what they care is that the problem has already been fixed. So let us just start working. They don't go deep to know what exactly why this problem is going like this. They don't even care. They don't care at all. So when it comes to leaders, leaders go for growth. They grow in their mindset. They always feel like that this business, I think there is another thing to put in it so that it will grow. They always have this growth mindset that this business, there is another thing to fix it that it will grow, and also bring more clients, bring more audience, bring more people towards their company, towards their business, that they will be the one to solve their problem. But when it comes to bosses, they always be like, let's fix this, I will fix it. After fixing it, it's all done. But it's not like that. When you are fixing a problem, after fixing the problem, try as much as possible to think of having another thing in your mind to put in that business so that that business will start growing as normal, will start germinating more than the way it is before. Point five, the last and not the least, is short term versus long term. When it comes to bosses, they always think short term. They always think short term. They always feel like this profit, this is the only profit we got today, and that's it. But when it comes to leaders, leaders always think in the future. They always think what next that will happen in the future. They always think the like what money, like what amount of money that will be gotten from the company, that will also added again into the company so that the company will start growing in the future. That's the type of the leaders. Leaders always think long term. They always think in the future. But when it comes to bosses, bosses think today. They always fix their problems today. They always think today. If the business, if the profit cut is being cut in today, that is what they will get that day. They will be like, oh wow, the whole profit have already been sought out and gotten only by today, and they think that they have gotten everything. But well, as a good leader, you don't think short term, you always think long term. You always think the next step, what the business will be all about in the future, and how to put more energy, put more money in the business, in the company, so that it will draw and generate more money in the company. That's how leaders do. They always think long term. They don't think short term. But when it comes to bosses, they always think, wow, this is it. This is what we got today, and that's it. If you watch this video to the end, I know now that you know the difference between a boss and a leader. And since you have watched to the end, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And also tell me in the comment section the kind of boss or the leader you have worked for or you are working for today or now. This is UK Love, where leaders are made.